In my last video, I proved Mystery is Mira's missing brother. The silver earrings, the family photos, the protective deal that saved her from a demon curse. The evidence was overwhelming. But that theory left massive questions unanswered. Why does Mystery have fangs that no other demon has? Why is his smoke completely different when defeated? How can he resist Guima when even Jinoo, who hates the Demon King, can't escape his control? Today, I'm revealing what he became, and it changes everything. Mystery isn't just Mira's brother who became a demon. He's her brother who became a Dokebi, a Korean trickster spirit that exists completely outside Guima's control. And once you see the evidence, you'll understand why he's the most dangerous piece on the board. Not to Huntrix, to Guima himself. Watch the opening sequence of K-pop Demon Hunters again. When we see the Saja Boys in their true demon forms for the first time, pay attention to Mystery specifically. He has massive tusks, beast-like fangs that are completely different from every other character in the film. Juno doesn't have them, Abby doesn't have them, Baby doesn't have them, Romance doesn't have them. Only Mystery. These fangs are so distinctive that the film draws our attention to them. Then, they vanish, hidden, suppressed. Until one crucial moment during the autograph session with Huntrix when Mystery briefly barks at a fan. Not a human sound, an animal sound. A guttural, instinctive noise that shouldn't come from an idol's throat. And for just a split second, you can see his teeth are wrong. Too sharp, too prominent. In Korean folklore, Dokebi are sometimes called goblin dogs in regional variations. When spirits lose control of their disguise, their true nature emerges through involuntary sounds and physical changes. It's exactly like Gumiho fox spirits making fox sounds when emotional, or Inuyasha's demon nature breaking through when he loses control, or the Kakuja sounds in Tokyo Ghoul when the mask slips. Mystery's bark isn't random. It's his Dokebi nature, overwhelming the disguise when caught off guard, the beast beneath the idol, the supernatural truth breaking through the human pretense. But there's more evidence, much more. Now watch when Zoe attacks him near the end. Pause the video, look at the smoke. When Mira defeats Abby later in that same battle, see the glitters with white edges, the signature of a Jasung Saja being banished. But Mystery smoke? It's lighter, almost translucent with blue-purple tones. Completely different color, different texture, different spiritual signature entirely. And watch what happens frame by frame. Mystery dissolves before Zoe's blades make contact. He doesn't get hit and then vanish, he vanishes while she's attacking, like he's shape-shifting away, escaping. We've seen teleportation effects in this film before. When Rumi teleports after her confrontation with Celine, there's a specific glow effect, instant displacement. That's hunter magic. When Jinoo teleports before the Celine scene, his effect is different. Darker, smoky, demon energy. Watch closely. That's Saja teleportation. But Mystery? Watch that moment when Zoe first sees his face and seems captivated. Right before the final battle, there's a shimmer, a distortion around him. His features shift slightly. That's not hunter magic. That's not standard demon teleportation. That's shape-shifting, Dokebi illusion. And when he vanishes during Zoe's attack, same effect, same shimmer, same blue-purple translucent quality. He's not being destroyed, he's transforming and escaping. Sony Pictures Animation is the studio behind Spider-Verse. They don't make visual mistakes. Every effect is coded, every color means something. Mystery's effects don't match the Saja Boys, they don't match the Hunters. They're unique, because he's neither. He's something else entirely. So what is he? To understand that, we need to talk about Korean mythology. The Saja Boys are supposed to be Jasung Saja, soul reapers. In Korean mythology, they serve Yomna, the king of the underworld. They're death's bureaucrats. They guide souls for judgment. They're part of a hierarchy. They have a master. They follow orders. But Guima isn't just some random demon king. Everything about him revolves around souls, collecting them, controlling them, judging them through shame. He is Yomna, or what Yomna became after centuries of corruption. No longer the righteous judge of souls, but a tyrant who enslaves them. The film tells us this directly. Jinoo admits he hates Guima but can't escape. He says if hate could kill Guima, he'd have done it long ago. Every Saja boy is trapped. They know they serve evil, but they're enslaved by their deals, by shame, by Guima's voice in their heads telling them they deserve this. Except Mystery. Because Mystery isn't a Jaesung Saja at all. He's a Dokebi. And Dokebi are fundamentally different beings. Dokebi aren't souls of the dead. They're not part of the underworld hierarchy. They're born from objects imbued with strong spiritual energy. Old tools, discarded items, things stained with blood or powerful emotion. They're nature spirits, trickster goblins, supernatural beings that exist outside the system. And most importantly, they are not bound by the laws of the afterlife. They don't serve Yomna. They exist completely outside his jurisdiction. They cannot be controlled by corrupt authority. In folklore, Dokebi are Robin Hood figures. They punish the greedy. They free the oppressed. They bring down tyrants through trickery and chaos. When corrupt rulers try to enslave them, Dokebi rebel. It's their nature. So when Mira's brother made his deal with Guima 16 to 18 years ago, the transformation didn't turn him into a standard Jaesung Saja demon like Jinoo. Here's why. In Korean shamanic tradition, the nature of your sacrifice determines what you become. Your intent shapes your transformation. Look at Jinoo. He abandoned his family, he chose personal comfort over responsibility, he made his deal out of selfishness, masked as necessity. That kind of corrupt intent creates Jaesung Saja, servants, followers, beings bound to authority. But Mira's brother? His deal came from pure protective love, a sibling sacrifice. He wasn't running from something, he was running toward saving his sister. He had nothing to gain except her survival. When someone makes a selfless sacrifice to protect an innocent child, especially blood family, the transformation follows different rules. The protective intent, the familial bond, the pure desperation to save rather than gain, that creates Dokebi energy, not servants of authority, but independent spirits who exist to protect the oppressed and punish the corrupt. And maybe that's why, in the final battle, when Jinoo finally makes a pure sacrifice for Rumi, he could break Guima's control long enough to save her. Pure intent has power. Guima thought he was making a standard demon deal. Take a desperate human, erase their memories, deign a loyal servant. It worked with Jinoo. It should have worked with Mira's brother. But Guima didn't account for the purity of the sacrifice. The selfless love became the trickster spirit. The family bond became the thing Guima couldn't erase. Buried so deep, even memory loss couldn't kill it. Guima didn't create a Dokebi on purpose. He created one by accident. Because when you try to create pure, protective love, sometimes the universe pushes back. And in Korean mythology, that pushback creates Dokebi, spirits born from injustice, who exist to set things right. Once you understand this, every single unusual thing about Mystery makes perfect sense. His face is hidden behind long hair throughout the film, and yes, this prevents Mira from recognizing him. But there's more. Traditional Dokebi have distorted, asymmetrical features, things that mark them as supernatural. Mystery's hair isn't just hiding his identity from his sister. It's covering features that would immediately mark him as not a Saja. Dokebi traits that would expose him to Guima. The silver earrings both siblings wear take on devastating new meaning. In Korean folklore, silver wards off evil spirits. It protects specifically against Jaesung Saja. Mystery is literally wearing anti-Saja protection while pretending to be a Saja.
every single day, he's walking around with the one metal that's spiritually opposed to his disguise. It should expose him, but it doesn't, because he's not a Saja. He never was.
The silver that was supposed to keep him human became the proof of what he really is. The protective charm became the smoking gun. And remember that moment when Zoe seems captivated by Mystery's face, when she finally sees him. For once, he's showing something real. The Dokkaebi revealing himself before shape-shifting away to escape. That's why she couldn't forget him. That's why his survival is possible, because Dokkaebi are masters of escape. Shape-shifting, illusion, teleportation. His nature gave him the tools to survive what would have destroyed a regular demon. Think about what this means for the story. This is exactly like Itachi Uchiha infiltrating the Akatsuki in Naruto. Everyone thought Itachi was a villain who betrayed his village, but he was actually protecting it from within, appearing to serve while gathering intelligence and waiting for the right moment to strike. Mystery is doing the same thing, a Dokkaebi pretending to be a loyal Saja, hiding in plain sight, the ultimate trickster move, working to free the trapped demons while Guima has no idea his greatest threat is standing right beside Jinu. Guima erased his memories thinking that would ensure loyalty, but you can't erase Dokkaebi nature. You can't control what exists outside your system. When Guima whispers to Mira, "You don't deserve family, you never have," he's gloating. He transformed her brother, put him right in front of her, watched her try to kill him. That's the nightmare he created. That's the torture he's been savoring. But the joke's on Guima. In trying to create this tragedy, he accidentally created a Dokkaebi. And Dokkaebi exist to punish exactly this kind of cruelty. The corrupt tyrant who thought he was creating an eternal torture accidentally forged the weapon that could destroy him. The brother theory explained who Mystery was and why he sacrificed himself. The Dokkaebi theory explains what he became and how he can resist. Together, they create the complete picture. When the sequel drops, it won't be about making Mystery human again. It'll be about weaponizing his Dokkaebi nature against Guima. Brother and sister, hunter and trickster, fighting together with complementary abilities that were forged through tragedy. Think about the poetry of it. Mira has been training her whole life to kill demons. Mystery has been learning their weaknesses from the inside. She knows how to fight them, he knows how they think. Together, they're the perfect team to bring down a corrupted god. The directors filmed Mira's backstory. The footage exists. They cut it for maximum sequel impact. Every element is intentional. The fangs that mark him as different, the smoke that reveals his true nature, the shape-shifting that proves his power, the silver earrings that connect siblings across enemy lines, the protective hesitation that shows resistance, the survival that proves it's possible. Guima tried to corrupt pure love. In Korean mythology, that creates Dokkaebi, spirits born from injustice who exist to correct it. The protective brother became the trickster spirit. The transformation meant to enslave him gave him power to resist. The Demon King created his own downfall without even knowing it. Mystery is the hidden guardian fighting for freedom within a corrupted system. The weapon Guima accidentally forged against himself. The brother who lost everything to save his sister and became something that could save everyone. That's not just a theory, that's destiny waiting to unfold. K-pop Demon Hunters 2. This is the story they're saving. And when it's revealed, when Mira finally recognizes her brother, when Mystery's memories return, when they stand together against Guima, it won't feel like a twist. It'll feel inevitable, because the evidence has been there all along. We just needed to understand Korean mythology to see it. The brother who became a Dokkaebi, the demon hunter and the trickster, the sacrifice that became rebellion. Mystery and Mira, the siblings who will bring down a god. See you in the demon realm.